Thank you, Mr. Speaker, for the opportunity to rise in strong support. In the mid to late 18th century, while shoguns ruled in Japan, kings ruled in Europe, emperors ruled in China, the czars ruled in Russia. Our founders were thinking of a new and radical way to govern themselves. And so, at the risk of their lives and their property, they came together and, first of all, created what I call the poetry of our liberty, which is the Declaration of Independence. Those beautiful and powerful and meaningful words that created the foundation upon which our Constitution was drafted and ratified. That Constitution being the contract that made sure that the poetry of the Declaration was lasting and real and created a nation of, by, and for the people. Think about the radical notion that you would grant sovereignty of a nation to the people. The people back then under the shoguns, or under the emperors, or under the czars, or under the kings, we were nothing more than serfs. Those there for the purposes of aggrandizing and enriching others. And here was this group of individuals who drafted that wonderful piece of promise that we are all created equal and we're endowed by our Creator with certain unalienable rights. They cannot be taken away. They cannot be separated from our personhood. That those rights, life, liberty, the pursuit of happiness. And that government is organized in order to safeguard those liberties and freedoms. And from the poetry and the contract came the United States of America, which has become the beacon and hope and light of people not only born here, but people who have looked at us and said, I want to be a part of the American dream. And so we now have a country. We have a country where the sovereignty is vested in you and I. Let's not ever forget the importance, being reminded who's in charge in America. It's we the people. It's we the people. Isn't that an accomplishment worth joyous celebration on July 4th? Happy 4th of July, everybody. God bless America. And we should all be grateful that we live in a wonderful place where we are in charge. We're the sovereigns. And we place in hands like ours delegated authority to act on behalf of the people. So happy 4th of July, a little history lesson to remind ourselves that what they did back then that we can take for granted so often was radical, dangerous, but it was beautiful and powerful. That's worth celebrating tomorrow. God bless America.